Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Ron and welcome to Ron's World. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so from continuing from where I left off, let's go ahead and talk about my fifth favorite anime series, Angel Beats. Angel Beats. The anime series takes place in the afterlife and focuses on one of the main characters named Otanashi, a boy who lost his memories of his life after dying. He is enrolled into the afterlife school and meets a girl named Yuri, who invites him to join the Afterlife Battlefront, an organization she leads which fights against God. The Battlefront fight against the Student Council President, Angel, a girl with supernatural powers. The setting takes place at a school acting as a form of limbo for the students who have died. The story of this limbo is that it's for those students who have passed learn to give up any lingering attachments they still have from the life before passing on. Those in the afterlife school can still feel pain as they did when they were alive, as well as dying again, only to awaken later with no injuries. Now, let's talk about the characters of this series. First and foremost, we have our main protagonist, Yuzuru Otanashi, one of the newest members of the SSS, which stands for the Shinada Sakai Sensen, translated as World Front Battle, but in the anime is named as Afterlife Battlefront. Otanashi is a newcomer in the afterlife. After suffering from an accident during his lifetime, he wakes up in the afterlife without his memories after discovering the ongoing conflict between the group of students who call themselves the Afterlife Warfront, a mysterious girl under the nickname Angel. He joins the SSS to seek refuge in the group while he tries to recover his memories. Eventually, he becomes one of the most influential figures of the Battlefront, as he is able to bring forth changes to the ideals of each of its members, which ultimately allows the SSS to survive the greatest trials of the group. Next up is Yuri Nakamura, the founder and leader of the afterlife-based school organization Afterlife Warfront, or SSS. She leads the campaign of a number of students who fight against God, whom they blame for their cruel fates. Yuri holds a tragic backstory to her, like all the other characters do, which in the series they each have their own episode, which will explain how they all died and how they got to the afterlife limbo school, high school. Next is the XSS enemy turned friend is Kanada Tachibana, is one of the students of the Afterlife High School, and is said school students council president. She is also referred to as Angel by the Afterlife Warfront, a nickname coined by Hideka Hinata and later used by the group's leader Yuri Nakamura to refer to her discovering her unusual abilities. As the school student council president, Kanada is tasked with the responsibility of ensuring that the students are capable to cope with their personal problems. This eventually clashes with Yuri's determination to blame God for her hardships in life, and she becomes the target of the Afterlife Warfront when it is founded. And lastly is Hideki Hinata, who is the co-founder and co-leader of the SSS, along with Yuri Nakamura. He's a boy with bright and dependable personality. Being one of the strongest and most skilled males of the group, he often puts himself in situations where he will protect his companions at any cost. In many occurrences, Yuri herself, he's the male protagonist of Angel Beats and the main protagonist of the Heaven's Door manga. Now there are more main characters to this series, but I don't want to like spoil them too much from what I already have. Now for the last part of this video, now I'll explain how I felt about the series. So, how I felt about Angel Beats. Now, there's a lot to say about this series and how it drags you, the viewer or reader of the manga series, into the world of the Limbo High School. Now, to be honest, you start getting attached to the characters and start to love them from start to finish. And there's points where you would feel like you can relate to them, like they kind of know, but don't know how to feel in the situations they're in, knowing that they were once living people doing everyday things, and the fact that they are now dead, and that they had to leave everything behind, like by choice or by accident, scares them. And at that point, it reminds you on how life is so short, and how the time goes by without you noticing it. In the series, these characters have like their regrets in their life and wish they could have changed everything for the better. If they didn't, like wouldn't be there. Like if they did change their regrets, if they were to make everything better for themselves, then they have that small feeling that they wouldn't be like dead, like in the afterlife. They'd be with their loved ones and with their friends. Now, like what got me the most about this series, like what got me the most is that sooner or later in the series, as the characters go, you feel saddened that you wish you would have got to know them more and wish that the series was still ongoing. The series reminds you to cherish everything that life has given you and appreciate those around you. You cause because like, you'll never know like that they might be gone the next minute and you'll be by yourself, or maybe you're the one that'll be gone next and you'll have nobody and they wouldn't have you. Now, in all honesty, I give this anime series a solid 5 out of 5. Its stories and tear-jerking moments catch you and hold you to the very end of this series. Well, see you next episode, where I'll give you my 4th recommended anime series of the month. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know any other animes you think I'd be interested in watching. Now, this is Ron's World. I'm Ron. Good night, everyone, and have a great day.